Imagine for a moment you are going to appear in an interview and the first impression counts exactly. The way you are entering into the interview hall, knocking the door, asking for a permission, approaching towards the recruiter, grabbing your chair, everything counts, my dear friends. Everything counts. And if today you are not exactly good with that one, certainly you will not create a good first impression. Your every action counts, your every movement counts, and your every body language that do count. So today, dear all friends, today I'm going to teach you the art of entering into the interview hall. I'm going to demonstrate you the art of entering into the interview hall with a perfect order. The way you are going to do the things in a step-by-step manner, I'll be demonstrating, and it could be an example for you that how a candidate should enter into the interview hall. Just watch and see. May I get in, sir? Thank you. One, two, and three. So what you have observed here, we have observed that the knock should be twice. And while knocking twice, it should not be so hard that it would create an irritating noise. It should not be so slow, even the recruiter is not going to listen to that one. It should be an appropriate knock with a reasonable sound. The way you are opening the door, have a little peep to that one. Ask to the recruiter for a permission. Sir, may I get in? Now once the recruiter is giving a permission to you, your first step would be your right step. Your first step would be your right step like this. Then you need to see either the door is getting opened from your left side or the door is getting open from your right side. Once you are entering with your right foot first, you need to check it that whether the door is with a hydraulic system, automatic open and automatic close, or the door is a manual one to which you need to see that while closing the door, it should not create more noise. Many a times people used to do a mistake. They used to turn completely and close the door, showing a 360-degree rotation to their body and showing even their back to the recruiter, just like this. But doing so is a very negative impression. You are going to show your back to the recruiter and it's obviously not the right way to show your back to the recruiter. So what next can be done in that case? If the door is towards the right side or if the door is towards the left side, very firmly you need to turn around 40 to 45 degrees and you need to make it ensure that the door is getting closed without making more noise. Well, now as you have seen, the door is closed and you are here, but the recruiter is at that particular position. From the door itself, it is really very indecent to greet the recruiter. Make a move, maybe 1 or 2 steps, like this, 1, 2. Once you are coming a little closer to the recruiter, now it's your duty to greet the recruiter according to the time of the day. Maybe good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Have a smile on your face and wish the recruiter. Good morning, sir. Now after greeting the recruiter, just make a movement or an approach towards the chair. But your approach should not be very fast, it should not be very slow, or it should not be like in a hurry to reach to the chair and grab the chair and sit. Now 1, 2. Once you are coming a little closer to the chair, wait until the time the recruiter is going to ask you to sit. Now if the recruiter is not asking you to sit, wait. If the recruiter may be busy over phone call, or maybe the recruiter busy over noting certain things. So in that case, what is the most important thing to observe here? Have a patience, wait, But don't wait for a minute, don't wait for a couple of minutes, don't wait for a more time, because you also do have your self-respect, your self-esteem. Wait for 5 seconds to 7 seconds, and then after, very gently, whenever the recruiter is going to have a eye contact with you, ask to the recruiter very softly, may I have a seat, sir? Like this. Let's see. May I have a seat, sir? Thank you. Once the recruiter is telling yes, then say thank you. You are holding your folder, right? With your profile, your resume. With your folder, with your profile, do not grab the chair. Instead of that one, you can keep your profile firmly on the table. Now this is a chair. It's a plastic chair and it's a very lightweight chair. The floor area is carpeted. And now once I'm going to drag it roughly, it's going to create a noise, and which is very indecent once again. So what I need to do is that I need to see if the chair is a heavy built chair or if the chair is a lightweight. If it is a heavy built chair, no need of lifting it. You can pull it, drag it, but make it sure that it is not going to create more noise, because creating noise in an interview hall with a pin drop silent atmosphere, with a pin drop silence ambience, it is going to create a lot of noise and a lot of disturbances. Sometimes it may be irritating to the recruiter as well. And if the recruiter is busy over a phone call or busy over noting certain things, it would really disturb the recruiter. So what you need to do is that here, you need to firmly hold the chair, which is a very lightweight chair. Drop the first 2 legs, then the next 2 legs. Now while sitting, what you need to check it out is that if the table is having a wall, your knees should not touch the wall of the table. Very gently and very firmly, you are going to make your sitting arrangement according to your height. Sit straight. Make your body firm. Don't make it so stiff like a soldier. Your shoulders should not be slumped down or should not be slouched forward, because that gives an impression that you are not confident. Now sit straight. Shoulders need to be back and maintain a T-shaped shoulder. After that, your legs to be straight down, and the distance between the 2 feet need to be 6 inches to 16 inches as it was said to you in your body language session. After sitting very firmly, hold your folder. From your folder, try to find out your profile, your resume. Keep your folder very gently on the table. Now do ask a permission to the recruiter that, sir, may I offer my resume? And how you are going to offer your resume? You are holding your resume like this, right? So the right hand, which is holding the resume from the center, now it is going to move to the top end of the left hand corner, and the left hand, which is holding the resume from the center here, it is going to release here and it is going to hold the bottom right hand. And now you are going to offer it to the recruiter in this manner. Let us see how it goes. May I offer my resume, sir? Thank you. So this is my profile. Now once you have offered your profile, obviously the recruiter will go through the profile. And after the recruiter is going through the profile, asking you to introduce, now you all know how to introduce yourself in a very gentle way. The process of question and answer goes on, and it's the time the recruiter is going to ask you the last question. Do you have any queries to me, or do you have any queries for me? Now once you are asking certain things about your queries, if you have certain things, if you have certain doubts, if you have certain sort of queries, then you can even easily ask to the recruiter. But after the interview process is over, now you are going to take a leave from the recruiter. Now it's your duty to ask to the recruiter, may I take your leave, sir? So how you are going to ask it? Let's see this. May I take your leave, sir? Thank you. Say thank you after the recruiter is telling yes. Now once you are lifting up, standing in front of the recruiter, do have a little words with the recruiter. That, sir, it was a nice interaction with you and hope that if I am going to get selected for this process, would surely meet you once again. It was a nice interaction. This is a very positive line and it shows that you are really having an interest to join the organization. So let's see how it goes. Well, it was a very nice interaction with you, sir. Hope if I am getting a job opportunity in your concern, I would surely meet you for the next time. Thank you. And now you are going to hold your folder. But before holding your folder, make it sure that the chair is firmly placed again in its right position. So first of all, what we need to do is that we need to hold the chair back, keep it at its position, hold your folder, say thank you to the recruiter, and make your move again. Now once you are moving, the way you are going to open the door, the way you are going to close the door, it matters. Many people, what they used to do is that they used to open the door, pull it towards themselves, move forward, and they don't know how to close it properly. So just wait and watch how I take my leave. You are going to pull the door towards you and directly don't go outside, rather make a turnover. 1 and 2. And once the recruiter is watching you, checking you out, or having an eye contact with you, in that case, say to the recruiter, thank you very much. And while closing the door, make it again sure that your door is not going to create more noise. This is how we have learned today the basic manners, the basic etiquettes to be followed while entering into the recruitment hall. The way you are going to knock the door, the way you are going to make a little opening, ask for a permission, then approach, closing the door very firmly so that it is not going to create more noise. How the way you are approaching towards the chair, how much of time you are going to wait there to grab the chair, how the way you are grabbing the chair, how the way you are sitting there firmly, how the way you are placing your folder, how the way you are taking out your profile, and how the way you are giving your profile to the recruiter. Sir, this is my profile. Now these are the things that we have learned in today's demonstrative session. Hope this session would help you out in understanding the basic manners and basic etiquettes to be followed while entering into the recruitment hall, creating a good first impression. With this, your speaker this side, Devashish resting until the time I'll be coming up with certain new video-based learnings for you. Thanks for watching me.